Please tell me her criminal history as you see it, because I don't understand why the county can't get me a version of criminal history that I can see. It sucks, but I don't understand why I have to rely on others. Please enlighten me with her criminal history.
You know, just a caveat here. Anything Louisiana, we're gonna have to go to their website to figure it out because Louisiana's and CIC is not these conditions.
Yes.
I get it, but at least let me know how much criminal history she has.
She has no history in Harris County for casino judge. And then out of Florida, I see a resisting that, yes, out of Florida, that looks like it was a pretrial conversion. And then out of Louisiana. Yes. There is all the dispositions are unknown, as I say this. The manufacturing of a controlled substance, failure to obey traffic signals, resisting arrest, failure to, open container in a vehicle, operating a vehicle while intoxicated, and battery of a police officer. So those are all the things that I see, but I don't know anything about.
So Brock, it looks like the OUI was dismissed, right?
That's right.
Yes.
The operating.
I went to the Lafayette County website on the misdemeanors that I can see, and they all are. They all look like they are. From what I said.
At what point do we need to get your attention to realize that we are serious about public safety? What do we need to do to get your attention? Because it obviously continues to happen.
Oh, Your Honor.
But you now stand charged with yet another DWI. Brock.
I'm here, Your Honor. Hello?
Yeah. Here's
Yeah,
what
I'm saying I'm here.
here's what I'm going to do, Brock. I am going to follow this agreement, but you will be required to pay the DPS fines and fees and all the court costs in this case. And if you fail to pay it, for every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. You're going to roll out of here with about $3,500 in surcharges and fines and fees. So I hope that this is the
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Your Honor, if you don't mind, so she just recently found out that she's pregnant. That's the reason why she wanted to do the time served, because of the travel back and forth and due to the pregnancy. I don't want there to be some kind of financial impediment if she is not able to work after having the baby or prior to, a couple of months before the baby. So that's the only reason why I'm saying something, Your Honor.
Then I mean, with her criminal history, with her rich criminal history, then I don't think I'm going to do this then, because, she has a prior one. I get that it's dismissed. She has a prior manufacturing delivery, resisting arrest, battery on a police officer. Now we have a DWI.
Yes, Your Honor.
You tell me, but the continued slaps on the wrist, stop. I don't know how to get your attention. I'm hoping that this is the way, but you can go talk to your lawyer, figure out what you want to do, but I'm not down with it continuing to happen. All I want is my public to be safe, and I'm going to try to do it in the best way that I can. So if you'd like, you can, step outside, talk to your lawyer, and we can just revisit it, and you just tell me when you're ready. Please.
Your Honor, is it possible if you want the fines and the fees, that's fine, Your Honor, but can we at least waive the DPS fees, Your Honor? We do either or instead of both.
I'm not. If we do a time served on this case, I'm not going to waive it. Problem.
Well, I don't want to set her up, Your Honor, where she's right back in front of you with those fees.
I will give her 2 years to pay, and it ends up being like $30 to $40 a month.
Okay, yeah, with 2 years to pay, that should be fine, Your Honor.
So you want to go talk to her and see?
Yeah, tell her to give me a call right now.
Ms. Roberson, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. So they applied for PTI and were denied. Is that what?
Yes, Judge.
What was the reason for the denial?
Due to prior prior criminal history out of state.
Any prior DWIs?
Yes, out of Louisiana.
How many?
One.
What happened on that case?
The,
Took your time, sir? You know?
let me see, Louisiana is tricky in terms of how we can view their criminal history.
Please, please. If she has a prior conviction for DWI, Brock, I'm not doing this. I can't.
From my understanding, Your Honor, it wasn't a DWI, the prior conviction. I think it was something alcohol related, but I don't think it was a DUI or DUI.
I'm having them look.
I believe we would have to reach out to the agency out in Louisiana to find out what the disposition was.
Kayla, do you mind running a PSR on Miss Roberson, please? What does it say there? Does it say?
It says, the container vehicle operating vehicle while intoxicated, material shields. I don't.
Brock,
Yes, sir.
I need time.
Okay.
You need to
How long do
understand
you-
something, that I take this extremely seriously. And when I have someone who continually picks up DWIs, no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. It's not going to happen. I have the ability to accept or reject a plea bargain agreement. If I reject it, then you will be allowed to withdraw your plea and we can either set up a trial or renegotiate something, but I'm not going to continue to do the same thing in hopes that, well, I hope nothing happens in the future. It's not going to happen. So I guess what we can do is, you want to roll it till Monday, Brock?
She's coming from Dallas. Remember, this is the one that's coming from Dallas, Your Honor. So
Okay, so
I've
I
been
guess
trying
let's,
to keep her coming back and forth because she's been coming almost every week. So
I didn't know this.
And Judge, we're reaching out to Lafayette Powers right now, seeing the information that we're going to stand out.
Okay, just can you chat me your cell phone? And then
Yes,
I
sir.
can reach out to you when we have something.
sounds good, Your Honor.
Okay, thanks, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There are two very important lessons that you need to learn here after you walk out. The first one is your record sucks. It's not good. You ever get pulled over in a car, an officer's going to see OUI, DWI, this is. Do you think that they're going to treat you well? Do you think that they're going to take it to the third degree on you whenever you get pulled over? If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, the slightest thing, don't get into a car, because you're taking a huge risk, not only with endangering the public, which is what I care about, but you, because you, with your record, you'll be going probably right back to jail. And what we're doing today, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Don't matter what you pick up from now on in misdemeanor court. Do you understand? The reason we're doing this is because I want to get your attention. Obviously, it has not worked in the past, and I'm hoping that this. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. It will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life, even thereafter you die. Do you understand? I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days because of this plea. How much are court costs?
And the fine was at 3,000?
Yeah. It's not above a 15, is it?
No. It
I know it's not pled as such, but I'm curious. Is it above a 15?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it really?
The second one was actually below 0.15. That's why they didn't plead it as a 0.15.
Was it a 15 and a 14 or what was it?
It was, blood, it was a 0.161.
It was blood at a 16, Brock.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I got it
Had
confused.
they repled this, it would be a $4,500 surcharge that you would be responsible for. Now, it's only a $3,000 surcharge. 3,420. You will be required to pay $3,420. I will give you a 2-year payment plan. If you don't pay, I will issue a warrant And for every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day. Do you understand? So don't take this as a joke. All right. I'll have you, or how do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. Good luck to you, Ms. Roberts.
Did you take 2 days credit toward your court costs?